What's up, everybody? Joe Everest, the fence expert. It is day 2 here at Nationwide Industries in Tampa. As we were walking through, I saw the hardware testing area for, this is where you test maybe new and upcoming hardware as well as maybe existing hardware.
Yeah, we'll test new stuff to make sure it actually fits on a gate. Then sometimes if we get something back from quality and we're like not really sure why they're complaining about it, we'll put it on here and make sure we can validate their complaints.
Very good. So I saw this area, I saw a bunch of hardware up. I also know that we've been talking a lot about the gate hardware kits that are coming out. So I thought, what better time to maybe show some of these being installed?
Yeah.
So for this video, we've got the chain link pool hardware kit, which comes complete with hinges, and then we've got a latch off screen. We're gonna install the hinges first, and then we'll install the latch.
Yep.
Really quick, before we get too far into this, why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers at home?
Yeah, I'm Josh Boyce. I'm one of the engineers here at Nationwide, and we're the people that put all this stuff together.
There you go. You're the brains behind this coming to market.
Yeah.
So who better to help me install these things than the guy that had a role in putting these to market? Very good. So walk me through the process. We've got some chain link self-closing hinges here.
Yeah.
Now, looks like these are a two-part
hinge. They're a two-part hinge. First, we'll need to take off the backing pieces, mount those on the...
That's done here?
Yeah, we have some nuts. I forget the size.
Yeah.
We'll take the big one, will go on the post, the small one will go on the gate, and then zip those on, then put your actual hinge on, mount the gate, and then figure out how to latch it.
Then we're good to go. Now, it's important to know, you and I were talking off camera, so it'll fit both a 2-inch and a 2.5-inch post. It's incredibly handy. All right, well, let's go ahead and zip these off and we'll get them on the posts.
Yep.
All right, guys, the first step is gonna be to mount our gate side plates onto the actual gate. Now, this gate's been used before, so the holes are already here, but it's important to note that we're gonna get these plates as close to the top and as close to the bottom as possible to really distribute as much of that weight, that force as possible. Also important to note, so these lugs are gonna go on the face of the frame. Our hinges are later gonna bolt to these lugs. All right, guys, you just saw Josh mount up the post plates. Like I said in the beginning, it's important to note these plates will fit both a 2-inch post and a 2.5-inch post. For these purposes, this is a 2-inch post. Now, ideally, you would block up your gate, make a mark on both the post and the gate frame to make sure these are aligned properly. These have already been installed in the past, so we knew exactly where they're gonna go. But like I said, ideally you would block up the gate, make a mark. You could also, knowing that you want the gate to be 2 inches off the grade, if that's how you install your gates, you can measure off your gate frame, the bottom of your gate frame plate to the bottom of your gate, add 2 inches, measure off of grade to place this plate, measure off of your bottom plate to the top plate to know your measurements for your post plate here. A lot of ways to skin the cat. The easiest way is going to be to block up the gate, make marks, and install them to your marks. So we've got both of our plates installed. Now what we're gonna do is bring the gate up and install the actual hinges themselves. All right, Josh, so the next step is we're just gonna put the hinges on the gate itself. Now it's important to note that the skinny side is gonna go on our gate frame, the wider side is gonna go on our gate post, is that right? Now, one thing I noticed is we have both vertical adjustability and horizontal adjustability here.
Yeah, and we use the studs on here to get that, and we have acorn nuts that come with the hinge. You just need them just snug. You don't need to wrench on them. You don't need to
no superhuman strength.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ridges we're talking about are here. So these are going to align with ridges on both the gate frame and the gate post blocks, to where really these nuts just serve to hold these in place. The ridges probably actually do the majority of the holding.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Let's put them on. All right, guys. So we've got these on. We've got them just centered here for kind of a first fit. Just see how they go. Now I've got these just finger tied on here now. We'll snug them so that they don't back off, but really that's all we're trying to do, right? It's just enough pressure, friction on these that they're not gonna back themselves off. That's all you need. All right, guys, Josh and I have the hinges installed on the gate frame. The next step is going to be just to carry it over, install it on the gate post itself. It's going to be pretty straightforward. We already know where our lugs are going to go. Like I said, the acorns just need to be finger tight before being snugged on, and we're done with the hinges. All right, guys, and like that, hinges installed. We've installed the gate frame block, the gate post block, hinges on the block. Again, important to know, we just need to snug these down. We don't need to over tighten them. We're gonna let the ridges do the work on actually holding up the weight of the gate. All in, I think we're probably 2-3 minutes in, and that's with stopping for recording. Pretty quick and easy install.
Yeah.
And really, we've got a ton of adjustability here as well. So if we've got an existing gate or if we got a weird opening, we can likely bring these in or run these a little bit further out to accommodate for a wide variety of openings.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. So really, these would be great for even an existing gate that's already installed that maybe had traditional hardware, but now we're wanting to make it a self-closing in this example around a pool.
Yeah.
Very good. Next step, onto the latch. All right, guys, we just got our hinges installed. The next step on installing the chain link pool kit is going to be the zip latch. Now, guys, I don't know. There might be latches out there that are easier. I haven't ever seen one. This is about the easiest self-latching latch to put on a gate that I've ever found. So zip latch, so we'll attach it with some cable ties first, just to make sure our alignment is right, and then we drive our set screws, and we're done. This will be another couple-minute install. All right, guys, so again, we're gonna mount our latch. This one's been mounted in this position. We're really just above the mid brace is pretty typical. We're gonna run a cable tie around it. And so again, these cable ties probably just need to be snug to hold this in position.
So if you're off a little bit, you can still move it up or down.
Yeah, but it still holds it hands-free to where now we can install the latch portion of it without worrying about losing this one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, the tip for the alignment, go ahead and latch your zip latch, bring the gate closed, and that's gonna really tell you more or less where this needs to be. Now, tip, this can be adjusted in or out depending on the opening. Now, also, hinges are adjustable in and out as well, so you can really move this gate wherever you want it. The adjustment is on the outside of the latch assembly or the striker assembly.
It's just a plastic Phillips head screw, so don't use like a drill or anything on it. Just use a screwdriver, and you can set it as probably 3 inches of adjustment on this, just this portion.
And that screw drives this in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, we've got our cable ties just snug tight, holding everything in place. We're gonna step back, make sure our alignment looks good, probably give it a test. Now this illustrates why we're gonna set the screws, right? Absolutely. It can still rotate, but we know now this is aligned. It will make good contact. We're right where we need to be. We have 2 screws that are gonna set on the latch, on the striker. Now I see our screw here. Where's our screw for the actual bottom part of the zip latch?
The screw is actually behind the contact point.
Okay.
You'll just slide her up.
Oh, okay. Right here. Now, okay, this makes sense. So we installed this high enough to where it allows us to slide this up, still maintain control of it. It's not falling in the lawn or anything like that, but it does show us our attach point here.
Absolutely.
Very good. Right now we've got both the zip latch and the latch striker installed. Now we still got one more screw left in the kit.
Yeah, the screw to actually lock this down, it's held right there.
Okay.
And it's just a Phillips head screw, goes in, keeps this from being moved when you don't want it to.
That makes sense because we just showed how easy it is to move up. We want to make sure we set that. All right, Josh, that's a zip latch installed. Pretty straightforward. Took us a few minutes to get the zip latch. I'd say altogether 15 minutes or so for the installation. It was easy for a contractor to do it. I think it would be really straightforward for even a DIY homeowner type install to do it as well.
Absolutely, it'd be really easy. And then we also offer the ability to lock these in the chain link pool kit.
Okay,
So this is the non-locking version.
Okay.
Here's the locking. You can put a padlock through here, lift it up. You can't get to the thing to actuate the latch.
Yeah.
So once that's up, you can't open the gate.
And now that comes included in the kit as well.
Comes with the kit.
Okay.
You just have to remember to put it on before you put it on the gate.
Makes sense.
Because it mounts to the back, and make it so that other people can't get into your gate.
Yeah, you want it to be secure.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, one important note here is if I didn't like maybe the looks of the cable ties or I didn't feel like they're strong enough, is there an alternate install method here?
Absolutely. You install it the same,
Okay.
but once you have it set, you can cut the zip ties and
Okay.
put additional screws into the post, so you don't
Gotcha.
have the zip ties there if you don't like the look or you don't trust them.
Okay, so that was the holes we saw when we were installing the cable ties at
Absolutely.
each spot. Okay, so you could so then just remove the cable ties, in go the screws, and now you're a cable tie less installed system.
Yes.
Very good. Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Thank you for coming
Guys,
by.
like I said, quick and easy install. I think you guys will love it. If you're a nationwide client, very easy to get a hold of this kit. If not, reach out to your local fence company. There's a good chance they can get this kit for you. Guys, for now, Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors, and I'll see you next time. Now, where does it matter the orientation of the cable tie?
I mean, usually on the back so you don't see it as much.
Yeah, makes sense.